The soul's call, the beginning of inner healing. Asterisk. Have you ever wondered why, even after trying so hard, you still feel far from your true essence? Why, even while seeking knowledge, spiritual practices, and emotional healing, it still feels like something is missing? Maybe what's missing is the reconnection with your soul, not in theory, but in a real, living, present way. Because the soul is not a concept. It's the most authentic part of who you are. And when we disconnect from it, life loses its color, its direction, its purpose. Asterisk. Many people spend their lives trying to fill a void that no external achievement can satisfy. They chase after status, relationships, material possessions, trying to silence a pain that can only be healed through a deep reconnection with their own spirit. And that reconnection begins in silence. Not the silence that comes from the absence of noise, but the silence that arises from within, when you stop running from yourself and choose to listen to your soul. Asterisk. This is the key to transformation. To stop searching outside for what has always been inside. To stop chasing ready-made formulas, miracle gurus, easy answers. The soul whispers, and to hear it, you need to slow down, breathe, and remember who you are. The soul never abandoned you. It's just waiting for you to come home. Asterisk. That's why today's invitation is simple yet profound. Turn inward. Listen to what's alive in your chest, even if it hurts. Because within that pain lies healing. Within that shadow lies light. And within that reunion lies true rebirth. Asterisk. Often you feel lost because you're trying to live a life that isn't yours. You're following expectations, patterns, obligations that pull you away from your true purpose. And the real purpose is never something complicated. It's simple. So simple that the mind can't grasp it, but the heart recognizes it. It reveals itself when you start acting with truth, when your words, gestures, and choices are aligned with what your soul values. Asterisk. True transformation doesn't begin when everything is fine. It begins in chaos. When everything seems to fall apart, it's the soul that rises. It is there, at rock bottom, that you find the solid foundation of your essence. That's when you discover you were never alone, that a force was always guiding you even when you couldn't see it. Asterisk. That's why you must trust the process, even if it hurts, even if it seems slow, because every pain is creating space for a new consciousness. Every loss is revealing what truly matters. And every silence is healing a part of you that has long needed to be heard. Asterisk. Healing isn't about erasing the past, but about looking at it with compassion. It's not about forgetting your wounds, but embracing them with love. When you embrace your shadows, they stop controlling you. When you accept your vulnerability, it transforms into strength. And when you acknowledge your pain, it transforms into wisdom. Asterisk. This is the path of awakening, a path that begins when you stop hiding from yourself. When you have the courage to look inward with honesty, with humility, with love, because there's nothing wrong with you. You're just tired of living a life that doesn't speak to your soul. Asterisk. Motivation you need, where your awareness expands and your soul finds direction. Asterisk. The spirituality that liberates, detachment, silence, and personal power. Asterisk. Do you feel like you're losing control when everything seems to collapse? Maybe that's exactly life's call for you to return to your center, because there is a place inside you that does not move with the chaos of the world. That place is sacred, it is silence, it is spirit, and that's where you'll find the power to rebuild everything. Asterisk. Most people search for solutions in the external world. They try to control others, change their environment, achieve goals to feel at peace. But true peace doesn't come from achievement, it comes from letting go. Because only when you release what you can't control do you discover what that truly matters. Asterisk. It's in emptiness that you find wholeness. It's when everything seems lost that you reconnect with what is eternal within you. The pain, losses, and crises don't come to destroy you. They come to awaken you, and an awakened soul learns to trust the invisible. It learns that sometimes the greatest act of courage is simply to wait in silence. Asterisk. This silence is not omission. It is not weakness. It is spiritual power. Because when you stop reacting to the world, you begin to command your own energy. You become the master of yourself. And in that state, everything begins to change. Without effort, without desperation, without rush, the universe begins to align with your new vibration. Asterisk. That's why the souls that shine the brightest are those that have already faced their own darkness, who have already walked alone, who have cried in silence but chose to keep going. These souls are not guided by fear, they are guided by faith, and their strength is not in shouting but in the steadiness with which they remain standing when everyone else falls. Asterisk. It's not about ignoring the pain, but about transforming it, but understanding that every wound has a purpose, and that the greatest miracle is not avoiding suffering but awakening through it, because life moves in cycles, and with every end, there is a new beginning. When one door closes, the universe opens 1,000 more, but you must keep your soul's eyes open to see them. Asterisk. Letting go is hard. I know, because we've been conditioned to believe that control protects us, but it's the opposite. Control is a prison. Surrender is freedom. Letting go doesn't mean giving up, it means trusting. It's when you surrender that you receive. It's when you empty yourself that you're truly filled. Asterisk. The world will try to rush you, distract you, make you run. But you must remember, your timing is sacred. Your soul has its own rhythm, and no one can accelerate the process of your awakening. Every step, no matter how slow it seems, is taking you exactly where you need to be. Be gentle with yourself, with your flaws, with your fears, with your stumbles. They're part of the journey. Don't compare yourself to anyone. The soul's path is unique. And the more you align with your truth, the more everything around you transforms, because the external world is a reflection of your inner world. So instead of looking for answers outside, turn inward, feel, meditate, pray, listen to your intuition. It is the voice of God within you, and it never fails. Even when everything seems confusing, it's still there, whispering with love. Trust you're exactly where you need to be. Beginning the healing practices to release what was repressed. Now that you've understood the spiritual and emotional roots of physical pain, it's time to act. Healing is not about erasing the past. It's about releasing the energy that's still trapped in it. It's about turning pain into wisdom, resentment into compassion, repression into expression, silenced emotions into the living voice of your soul. And it all begins with presence, with mindfulness, with a commitment to no longer abandon yourself. Healing starts now. And the first step is to create a space within yourself where your soul can finally be heard. Silence, breathing, eyes closed, one hand on your chest, the other on your belly. Ask yourself, what still hurts inside me? What is my body trying to show me? What do I need to release in order to live lightly again? You don't need immediate answers, you need surrender, willingness to feel. Allow yourself to cry, scream, write what you feel, talk to yourself, pray with intensity. All of that is energetic movement, all of that is healing. Prayer has immense power to reorganize your spiritual field. Speak to God, like a wounded child longing to come home. Lord, heal my soul so that my body may find peace. Free me from the burdens I carry unknowingly. Illuminate the memories that still imprison me. Show me what I need to see to be fully healed. Energy healing also involves simple but sacred physical practices. Walking barefoot on the earth, taking herbal baths with the intention of purification, meditating while listening to your own heartbeat, writing letters to those who hurt you, even if you never send them, declaring forgiveness out loud, even through tears. And remember, everything you once repressed will now want to come out. So when anger shows up, don't be afraid. When sadness overflows, welcome it. When fear arises, breathe. It's part of the process. It's your soul freeing itself. It's your body beginning to relax. It's the silent miracle of healing happening within you. In this space of truth, surrender, and humility in the face of your pain, divine presence manifests. You are not alone. God is with you in every tear. And when you heal your heart, something much greater begins to happen. Your vibration changes. And when your vibration changes, your reality begins to change. In the final part of this video, we'll talk about how elevating your spiritual frequency impacts your physical health, attracts a new reality, and completely transforms your path. Elevate your frequency and watch your reality transform. Your vibration is the invisible field that shapes everything you experience. Thoughts, emotions, beliefs, and energy create the frequency you emit into the universe, and it is that very frequency that draws experiences, people, and situations into your life. That's why, when you begin emotional and spiritual healing, it's not just your body that improves, your entire reality starts to shift. When you release pain, you create space for love. When you let go of fear, you open the door to faith. When you forgive, you break the invisible chains tying you to the past. When you choose to vibrate in truth, the universe responds with synchronicity, clarity, and abundance. Healing is a vibrational process, and the more you care for your soul, the more your energy aligns with the divine plan. Some people begin to leave your life, and you understand they were only part of your cycle of pain. Others arrive and it feels like they recognize your soul. Doors that have been closed for years suddenly open effortlessly. New ideas emerge, opportunities appear. And your intuition begins to guide you with a strength you've never felt before. It's as if you finally stopped resisting and started flowing. As if life started dancing with you, not against you. Because now, you are at peace with what you feel. You're listening, you're healing. And a being who heals becomes a beacon. Your light begins to heal others. Your presence becomes medicine. Your gaze transmits peace. Your voice carries faith. Your soul becomes a channel for God on earth. That is the mission of this channel, motivation you need, to remind you that you are not here to suffer endlessly, nor to hide from your pain. You are here to transcend, to liberate yourself, to recognize that your soul is greater than any wound, and that your light has the power to transform the world. Start today. Take that first step toward your healing. Turn your gaze inward again. Asterisk feel. Again. Listen again to what your body wants to tell you. Asterisk, and above all, listen again to your soul's voice, because it is the echo of the divine within you. Asterisk, and if this video touched your soul in any way, leave a comment below saying, "Today, I choose to heal." Asterisk, your words hold power. Your intention sets healing in motion. Share this with someone who needs this message. And don't forget, subscribe to the channel Motivation You Need, because every day we bring you a new message of transformation, healing, and spiritual awakening. Asterisk, motivation you need, where your awareness expands and your soul finds direction. Asterisk, and trust me, you truly need to watch the next video. It might be exactly what your soul is seeking right now.